And here we are live. So, despite my chipper tone, I am not so happy today because I kind of struck out at the Carboot. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to join in the next sort of few seconds, hopefully, and then I'll get into it. But yeah, here we go. Tom J. Hi. I don't think you've been on a live stream before, so hi there. So yeah, sometimes you strike out at a Carboot and it annoys you. It does. And this job is like a roller coaster. It's up and down. Oh my god, loads of people here. Marla, Blitz 9287, Kaylee, Paul, It's Milner. So that is Aiden. Is that Aiden? Yeah, 11 people watching. Wow. So yeah, as I was saying, sometimes you just strike out, and it's so like a roller coaster. This job, it's up and down. I've said it tons of times before, and I don't like ever. I do get like a very little amount of stuff every now and then, but you know it's rare. Usually, I get at least sort of a couple of bags full at a car boot. Today, I got one bag full. Obviously, it was enough to get there, and it was enough to get back, like petrol money, cover all that, and profit on top. But the problem was, I went to a nearly new sale at 1 o'clock, so not long ago. So I went to this car boot. I didn't. It wasn't like an early one. It starts at 9, so I went at like 8:30, and it was already actually started. So I was a bit late, even though I was before the opening time. But yeah, basically I went to this car boot and I got a few bits, and then I went to this nearly new sale. And I think you've got to be careful between jumble sales and nearly new sales. Now I might be wrong with this, but I think nearly new sales tend to price a bit higher. Jumble sales are like your 20p, your 50p, your pound. But this nearly new sale, it was massive room. Massive room. 150 people in there, I kid you not, and probably more. And there was just like racks of these baby clothes, and then round the outside all toys. But because it was this nearly new sale, they had a lot of like brand new and sealed stuff, or like, used but in very good condition. But their pricing was high. I mean, it was like £5 for a sealed jigsaw that goes for like a tenner on FBA, and it's like, yes, it's a good deal for the mums and stuff, but I can't make money. And I got very overwhelmed. My anxiety flared up, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? I was looking around, there was people everywhere, it was hot, and it just was not a good experience. And I stayed focused a little bit, and I walked around, but I just couldn't see any profit there, any money to be made there. So I just don't think I read into that one enough. NTC, nearly new sale. Oh yeah, that's the one I went, the NTC one. NTC. But yeah, I couldn't see any profit there. I was getting so overwhelmed, so I ended up going out, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to calm down, I've just got to straighten out. And then I ended up going back in for like literally a few minutes, if that. Quick wander around, and then I had to come out again, and then that was it. I said, no, I can't go back in there. And just for one, with the anxiety, but for two, that there really wasn't any profit to be made in there. Don't get me wrong, it's great for mums, it's great for parents, that sort of stuff, and they can get some better bargains in there than going straight to the shops. But there just didn't seem to be any profit there. So then I went to that and I struck out there. So it was a bit. Today's not been a great one. It's been riding the roller coaster, but it's affirmed into me. It's really been put into my head that where do I want to be sourcing, and where do I truly want my business to go? And the fact is, I really like auctions, and I've only done them a couple of times, but I really like that sourcing method. Of course I like car boots, and just because I struck out a little bit today does not affect that. but I just like the style of auction, so I'm definitely going to be trying to get a lot more stock at auctions in one hit. All low battery. In one hit. And then do obviously the odd Carboot here and there as well. But that's just the style I can see my business going down, and it's just sort of affirmed it to me today. But anyway, I'm going to show you my pickups, like my very, very few pickups. Ken's in the chat. Auctions are the best and most efficient time-wise. They are so much. Right, I'm just going to go up the chat. Paul is in the chat. Watch Selling. Sherry is in the chat. Hi Ad, I was just watching a video of yours from last year and you popped up. I summoned you. Lol. Philips DVP 3100V DVD VCR 150. Nice, £1.50 into 80 quid there. Do you test all PC games or do you sometimes sell as untested? I sell a few as untested. I sell quite a few video games as untested in like job lots, because there's just like, I'll check discs and I'll check manuals and stuff, but it's just not enough time. Oh, it's going off a bit. Oh no, okay. It was just going a bit laggy my end then. But no, I sell quite a few bits untested. I just don't have the time to test like God knows how many video games. But anyway, we'll get into it. The one good thing about today is I did get a bit of a bolo. Well, it's not really a bolo anymore, but I didn't get it at the time when it was a bolo, and it's Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. Paid 50p, looking for about £12.50 on Amazon, nothing spectacular. But I just wanted to pick it up because, you know, I wanted to find one of these, and I didn't find it when it was like, you know, fairly good value. Like, I think it went up to 20 quid or something, I don't know. But I didn't have it, but I think it was around that. But yeah, 12 quid for that, so. I love that scene when we're in the shower with that guy. That's so funny. When we're in the prison. But yeah, that's that anyway, so. I got that. It was off an older chap, and he said, oh, you can have it for 50p, and he said it's funny, that is. You'll have a good laugh watching that. PS2 games, again, like my thing. Free for £1 these were, so this wasn't too bad actually. I got Need for Speed 2 Underground. I imagine that'll go up to FBA for some money, probably sub £10. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, that'll go in a little bundle with GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, and what's the other one? Vice City. That's it. Vice City. I couldn't remember then. So that'll probably just go towards a bundle like that, but for 33 pence I'm having that. What else? I got this one, Monsters Inc., just kids bundle one. I might send it into Amazon. It does hold some small value on Amazon. Canis Canum Edit. I picked this up 3 times in the last week. £7.50 on Amazon. Again, 33 pence. And Need for Speed Carbon. Again, some money on Amazon, not a lot. I got 2 of these again. 3 for £1 these were. So, Sims 3 along with that one there, so they were 3 for £1. I just picked that up. It's Combat Flight Simulator 3. I don't think it's like a one-use thing, but I don't know. Oh, I have to say thank you to all the people who were saying scam things into CEX and, you know, Google things and all that sort of stuff. That really saved me, because I was going to send into FBA a few items that were like one uses, and I didn't know. And then people commented on my video saying just scam them into CEX, and oh my god, that saved me so much hassle, because I might have ended up sending into FBA like things that couldn't even be used again. But that's that one here. We picked it up for 3 for £1. So yeah, and as I say, 2 Sims 3 expansions. I think that one's got some value on its own ambitions, but I'll have to look into that a little bit. But I've never had these Sims 3 stuff yet, so I wanted to pick them up, and I couldn't say no. And then finally, again, how many of these? 1, 2, yeah, there's 8 there, so I got 9 for £3, because it was 3 for £1. And that's sort of a £15 game, Star Wars Battlefront on the PlayStation 2 with the manual. So yeah, quite happy with that. You know, that was okay. Obviously there's some money in that little stack there, not loads of money, but there's some money there. Obviously it's free entry as well to the boot sale, so at least I didn't pay for entry. That's a good thing. And then a couple of sort of fails. I scanned this in, right? I paid £4 for it, brand new and sealed, down to now be series 1 to 3. Paid £4 for it, scanned it into Amazon, and I checked, and it said $22.99 on FBA, one FBA offer. And then when I got home, I scanned it in again, and then it was coming up with restricted product. So, I don't even know. But, yeah, I'm going to have to shift that on eBay. I don't think I'm going to get $22.99 for it. I'll probably be lucky to get 12 to 15 maybe. So, there's a little bit of a margin there, a very thin margin, but bit of a fail, but not an outright fail, because there's going to be some money there. And I paid £1 for this brand new and sealed yes, no. I thought, oh, that's got to be, the signal was going a bit funny, and I was like, oh, that's got to be sort of £8, £9, maybe £10 on Amazon. Turns out it's £6, so I'll send it in probably, but there's not going to be much margin in that, get my money out of it. But yeah, that was it. That was it from the Carboot, and it was just, I probably could have got a couple of other bits, but I would have been paying up. And it might have been the fact, oh, I'm on 10% now, I better be quick. It might have been the fact that, you know, I got there maybe, I didn't really get there late, because it started at 9, and I got there at 8:30. But people were already walking around, people were already set up, so obviously it had started earlier than 9. It started earlier than 8:30 actually. And maybe some people might have got a few better bits, but I don't know. It might just been one of them boot sales that just wasn't really that great, but I don't know. But definitely that nearly new sale, oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to touch that anymore. I think I'm going to really have to analyse these car boots. Not car boots, these like jumble sales when we come up, and analyse what's going to be there, because I don't want to be going there and I turn up and it's all baby clothes and all like baby shoes and stuff, which is what it mainly was. And I was thinking, do I want to diversify into them? But then I was looking at prices of them, and it was a few quid per item of clothing, and I was thinking, I don't know, I don't want to be paying that just to get something and diversify a little bit. If they were maybe 20p, yeah, well, I'd get 10, 20, 30 of them and diversify a bit, but they weren't, so yeah, I just wanted to come on quickly and just sort of dive into the community, because when you're down like this, a lot of people do say, just jump into the community and just get that support from people, because it's such a roller coaster. And you know what I did after I came back from the jumble sale, not the jumble sale, but the nearly new sale. On the way back, I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to clear my mind now, and I'm going to get it out, not even worry about it. I've not lost anything, I've not gained anything. Well, I have lost maybe a little bit of petrol money or whatever, but I've not really lost anything, not really gained anything in the grand scheme of things, and I'm just going to seriously get focused with where I want my business to go with regards to sourcing. And as I said at the start of the video, it's got to be auctions. I think it's just, that's where I feel like I fit the most. I just feel like I fit in auctions the most. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely auctions are going to have a big impact on my business in the future in a positive way. But obviously, I'm still going to do the car boots, and I think I'm just going to be a lot more selective with jumble sales. Good to know you've not ruled it out. Love your channel. It's my go-to watch for reselling stuff. Oh, thank you very much, Paul. Been loving auctions lately. My go-to at the moment, Smart Reselling says. I think my go-tos are going to be auctions and like Gumtree, eBay, any other sites, like online sourcing. I think they're my two go-tos, I think. Car boots I love and I'll go to, but I think I'll just maybe go to them less regularly, and then I don't need to get up as well. So yeah. Where you from, ads? Oh right, yeah, sorry Ben. I am from Cheshire. I'm not far from Manchester, so yeah. Sort of northwest. Not really far north, but round northwest. Anyway, I don't want my battery to cut out. 1 sec, I'm just gonna. Oh, don't even know. Oh wait, there it is. One sec. One sec. I hope it stays on very quickly while I get me fumble around with me power thing. Oh, I hope this works. I hope that's now charging up. The problem is when you're live on YouTube on your mobile, you can't see your power bar. So I don't know whether that's charging up or not. I just have to take it that it is. Let me just put it in again and then see if this lights up. Oh, that's not lit up. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go in a minute just in case. Richard Hale, Carboots today have been poor, done free, and got one bag full of items. Yeah, I know. Yeah, a few people have said that actually, that they've been a bit poor today. Ben says, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You just have to ride the roller coaster. Well, no, actually, you don't have to ride the roller coaster. You have to stop yourself from riding the roller coaster. That's what you have to do. How do you source at Carboot? What do you mean, like? Oh, how you know if something's worth something? Just knowledge. Like, I do use my phone quite a bit, but I have a background of knowledge in my mind, obviously, from the past 2 years of what I built up. I avoid a lot of board games now. Generally buy them only for vintage ones. Although sometimes I do end up, what's the word? I end up being a bit naughty and going into old habits and buying a board game that I really shouldn't do. But my board game wall is actually thinning out now, so I've actually just cleared another whole shelf of board games, so yeah, and that will make way for a lot of antique-y, vintage-y items, that shelf, so yeah. Bought out-of-date choc biscuits for 10p, selling for 120. I've never done anything that. Nice, Darius there says he's had a hero quest today for 50p. Nice, that's awesome. Local Facebook Gumtree ads near me all seem to be wedding dresses and people selling coins. They've been awesome. They've been awesome near me. Oh. 1 second. Oh yeah, that's that. Right, I think we're caught up with the chat. Yeah, right we are. I'll give you a quid. Tom said, I'll give you a quid, 100% profit for the hero quest. Oh my god. Yeah, but when you factor in blooming shipping as well, oh god, no, it's not 100% profit then, is it? So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to jump into the community, as I said, and I do share things, like fails and bad experiences on this channel because I want to be open, I want to be honest. I'm not going to be the kind of person who every week is going to be showing like a crazy, ridiculous, awesome haul. I'd love to, and that's what I strive to do every week. I think to myself, right, I've got to get... I actually think these words in my head. I think, right, I've got to get some good stuff today to show on YouTube. And I'm thinking more about, like, delivering a good haul to you guys than actually getting a good haul for my business, which is kind of odd, but it works in a good way anyway, because it ends up helping my business thinking like that. But ads selling used blow-up dolls. What did he say? What's best way to remove sticky stains? Depends what on, like sticky, like sticker residue on video games and stuff, like Goo Gone and things like that. Too many dealer stalls. Yes, Jason, I've noticed that. Far too many dealer stalls at the boot sales these days. It can be hard to get anything decent at a decent price. It can be. I totally agree with you. I mean, well, I do agree with you, but I am one of those people who think that, there's things always there. There's always something there. Like, this guy that I got those games off, I know they're nothing amazing, nothing real amazing games, but this guy got these games off. He wasn't necessarily a dealer, but he was either like selling them off, like selling off his collection, so he knew what they were sort of worth, or he was selling them off for someone else, and maybe that other person was a dealer or something, I don't know, but he was on the phone to someone and he was saying someone's interested in buying all the Xbox 360 games, and they were like 2 for a $5 or something, the Xbox 360 games, and a bit much, and he was talking and saying how much would you take for, per game for if you bought all of them. I wasn't interested in buying all the Xbox 360 games. There's a few okay ones in there, but it wouldn't warrant paying maybe it would have got them down to £1.50, £2 a game, and I just don't. There was a lot of FIFAs in there and stuff, and they go for no money, even in bundles. They do go for a bit of money, but not much. Reselling fake take premium accounts, but what was that? Reselling fake take premium accounts, but worried account user will find out. Oh, sorry. Reselling fake taxi premium accounts. Blitz says Cliff Row auction market Carboot is the worst for dealer stores. It's like 80% dealers. What does everyone think of the spinners? Of these spinners sensory toys that they seem to be the latest thing. I've seen them. I don't necessarily know what they do except spin. It's a bit odd. But yeah, I'm not gonna get involved with that. I can't be bothered. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off that big video game haul. I'm literally at the last day. Then I've got a backlog of stuff from charity shops. So I've got. This is the thing. I've not really got that much today, but I've got a backlog. So that is the good thing of having a small backlog, is that or even any size backlog, but a small backlog I think is the best size, because you don't want a massive backlog because it's just money sat there. But you don't want a really small backlog, so then you're always having to source every day, and you're getting worried because you're not getting enough listings up. And I've had that before. But a small to medium sized backlog, that's cool. And when I say small to medium size, I'm meaning small, maybe 4 to 8 boxes, medium maybe 8 to 20 boxes, large maybe 20, 25 boxes plus. And I'm meaning the 64 litre or the 80 litre storage tubs. And I would say I've got a small backlog at the moment. But yeah, so what was I going to say? So I've got that, I've got that this week, so I can't really say that just because I didn't get anything this week, I'm nowhere behind, I'm not behind myself or anything. I've not lost anything. I've got a nice backlog going. And we'll just see what turns up online. I'm gonna do some sniping online, and we'll see if I can't get a few bits online. I've got a huge backlog, but I can't resist buying, and today, like usual, I got a car full of stuff. That's the thing with me. Even if I did have a massive backlog, I would still go out. Honestly, I would. I'd still go to auctions. I'd still go to the odd car boot. Because then you get fearful of oh my god, I don't want to deplete my backlog. You become a bit of a hoarder by default, because you're thinking, oh no, I don't want to dip into my backlog. I want to grow my backlog, and that's not the right way to think, really. Ken says, I used to go Cliff Row and always bought off dealers for a large profit. Don't discard dealers, talk to them, bundle and negotiate. Boom. Yeah, I don't do that enough. I do ask prices from dealers, and then they'll be like, oh, that's a £5, or that's £10, or that's even maybe £1 or £2 or whatever. And sometimes I'll take something, and other times I won't. Today there was loads of these figures, and he wanted £4 each, and they were Star Wars figures, and they weren't old ones, they were pretty new ones, and I think we went for £5 to £8 on eBay. So I saw one of them going for £5 to £8 anyway. And it's not really the margin you want. But then, like Ken says there, I don't know why I just didn't say to him, well, have you got a bundle price? Because there's probably about 12 to 15 figures. And I said, well, have you got a bundle price on that? And maybe he would have said, right, you can have them for £2 a figure, but even then, I'm £2 a figure for £5 to £8 each. Is it worth it? I don't know. But I didn't take that step to even ask. And maybe if I'd done maybe a bit more research while I was asking him about a negotiation, maybe I would have found that one of them went for a really good price, and then I could have negotiated a bit, the negotiation would have flowed a bit better, that's what I'm trying to say, but I didn't even do that, but some things, as I say, I'll ask the prices for dealers, and I'll buy them off dealers, and I don't have any problem with buying off dealers, but what I normally see is that their prices are too high. That's like, or it's retail, or it's just below retail, and you just can't make enough profit. But I have got things from dealers before, and I'm not ruling out the fact you can't make profit on them. I'm sure you can. What car boots do you go, if you don't mind me asking? I'll tell you a couple of the bigger ones around here. There's Chelford, because everyone knows about that one anyway. And what's another one? Trying to think. I don't really go that many big ones, so I just go like the nice little ones. I go to Chelford every now and then, but it's not as good as it used to be. But there's a few around here. There's a lot. You've got to do your digging. You've got to do like you've got to look online. Type in car boots in your local area. Like for me, I always type in car boots in Cheshire, jumble sales in Cheshire, all that sort of stuff. Got to go in your local papers. And you just got to be looking, really. I'm not going to tell you all of the car boots around the area, because I'd be a fool. Hiya Chelsea, Darren says. Yeah. What else? Last time I was there, nobody wanted to... Oh, here we go. Last time I was there, nobody wanted to play ball. Tend to stay with Norcross. Oh, that's the one that Zahir went to the other day. Is that Blisbro? Blackpool car boots? Right. So yeah, what else do I want to say? I mean, I don't want to rant anymore. I mean, it is a bit of a rant, but at the same time, it's the game. It's how it's just what happens with reselling. You have an up week, you have a down week, you have an up week, you have a down week, and really, this week has been, or tail end of last week into this week has been really good, both for charity shops. I got that huge video game haul. I've just had a message from one of the guys I'm in contact with who sends me a lot of video games, so that's good, and he always gives me good prices. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain. It's been a good week overall, but sometimes you just get these little dips. And it can send you off a bit, but I've got to get more confident just saying, right, no, I'm not letting it send me off. So, yeah, that's what I've got to do. And then next week I've got a Carboot, which is an okay one. The one, what have I got from there in the past? I've got a few good bits from there. And it's one not, like, literally, it's hardly any distance from me. So that's always good. And it's an early start, but it's not like a really early start. But I might get up quite early anyway, just so then I'm there. And then after that, I've got an auction, so that's cool. I could do the Warrington one. I think the Warrington auction is it on this week, or it might be next week anyway. But I'll do one of them. So, well, I'm definitely going to do the Knutsford one, but don't know about the Warrington one. I'll have to check when that's on. It's the nature of the beast. 1 week will be full of gems, the other absolutely poop. Yeah, it is. It's so... I've had it so many times now. I mean, God, this must be the 50th time or more that I've had this up and down. And sometimes you can get it multiple times a day. It can be like... morning, yeah, you've been to the Carboot, you're great, and then afternoon you say to yourself, right, I'll go around a few charity shops or whatever, and then you get nothing, and then even though you've got that big haul in the morning, that goes out the window, and you're just really low because you've not got anything from the charity shop. So yeah, just how it goes. But I've got a backlog for this week, so I'm covered this week no matter what, really. And I will go out in the week doing maybe a bit of charity shopping on Tuesday with my mum, because she goes into town to get the shop anyway, so I'll just tag along and go around the charity shops for a little bit. And if I get something, I get something. If I don't, I don't. I've had pretty good luck this week, though, with video games in charity shops, so that's always good. Nothing else there. Oh, right, yeah, Blitz says, yeah, I bumped into Zahir there. Wow. I bet Zahir gets recognised quite a lot, doesn't he, now? Everyone says they've seen him. And Nick as well. Everyone seems to say we see Nick at his, so, yeah. Should I leave it there? Has anyone got any questions just before I go off? You know, anything, doesn't matter, just relating to reselling, any questions, as I say, just before I go off. You know what? I've made some serious content this week. I think I've done a video like pretty much every day. I think maybe Monday I didn't do a video, so I might have a bit of a break from YouTube for a few days. Send this shipment off. I've got like 130 item shipment going off to FBA probably Tuesday. So, I mean, here's me saying that, oh, I'm feeling down and I didn't get much at the Carboot, but I've got 130 items going off to Amazon, and I've been doing some good eBay listing this week as well, so I don't know what my brain's like. I should be happy. Just look for the mane of hair that will be Z. You can't miss his voice either. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I've met Zahir and Bex a few times. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They said it in the chat once, didn't we? That we met you, Jason. Well, you lot, Blitz, Jason, and I think there was another guy in the chat as well. You lot mustn't be far from me, really. I mean, probably only about half an hour or 45 minutes away from me. Yeah. Well, that's everything in the chat. 22 people watching, that's cool. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. I won't really be giving much good content now, so I will sign off now. I'll say bye. As I say, I probably won't do as much this week on YouTube. I'll still do Thursday Talks, and I'll maybe do one other video. Oh, no, what I will do is a sales update, because I've been promising like a sales update for ages, and I've just not done one, and it's been, what, 3 or 4 weeks now, so, yeah, I need to actually do a sales update. They're saying smash that like button in the chat, so I need to do a sales update, so I will do that this week, and I'll do Thursday Talks, but I think I'll limit it at that. I'll get my backlog sorted, and then I'll be able to go out and get some sourcing done again, and get some sourcing done online as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Sorry it was a little bit of a downer video. I don't mean it to sound like that. I'm trying to be positive again and get back into it really, and get some listing done this afternoon, and just stay positive really. So I blame this reselling business for pricing me out of my local charity shops. Well, charity shops are hit or miss really. Not a downer, just keeping it real, mate. Oh, thanks, Darren. Yeah, I think charity shops are hit or miss. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're alright, but you can definitely still make money from charity shops. It's just about persistence. I think charity shops are the biggest thing in reselling that you have to have persistence for. And I think too many people quit after 3 charity shops. I mean, you know, if you're like, oh, I've not got anything after 3 or 4 charity shops. Well, yeah, you're going to have to do a lot more than that, and a lot more times, if you want to get even like a minuscule amount of stuff, and they're really, really, really not time efficient. You know, that time efficient way of getting stock. But anyway, I'll go now. So I said I'll go. So yeah. Oh, Blitz just says, yeah, I'm in Fleetwood area, but go quite far afield because there's only 3 charity shops there. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me as well through just a bit of a maybe a blip of a day, but we're back up. We're going to be powering it again soon, and yeah, I will see you soon. And don't forget, if you did like the video, please do hit that like button. So see you very soon, guys.